deciding to do it this way because the spring try to untangle it. Making kinda loud noise, I would just be pouring. It's much easier now. Welcome to tonight's super relaxing ASMR session. Hope you enjoy these triggers. So I super tangled. So it's been about a week since I braided her hair, and usually when I do that it catches some kind of a, I don't know if it's blanket accumulation at the beginning of the braid. I think I've explained that before in other videos that I did on her. Maybe for members, I'm not so sure if it's for members only, but yeah, I did explain that usually when I braid her hair, the very beginning of the braid catches a kind of a matness, like it mats, it holds together. Like now I'm gonna wet this part so that it's not so painful. Since the spring is making kinda loud noise, I would just be pouring. I'm deciding to do it this way because the spraying is kinda making noise and I don't want that to have a restless sleep, so try to do or to put her to sleep or keep her asleep. So this is coconut, jojoba, castor oil, almond oil, and I just warmed it up in the microwave because it was kind of frozen, actually not really frozen but like stuck solidy because it was in a cold place. Try to untangle it. It's much easier now. Now I am just finger untangling the knots. I know in the normal asthma videos I usually have my long nails. I know in our normal asthma videos I usually have long nails, but with my baby's hair I don't really like to do anything like touching a scalp with the long nails. just a short incident that happened the other day. My husband decided to take me for a spontaneous date night in another town. We don't live in the capital. So yeah, my husband decided to take me for a spontaneous dinner date the other day over the weekend. So we went to a beautiful town called Valley. It's like 1 hour and 10 minutes drive from where we live, and I absolutely love long drives. So when he suggested we go, I was like, yay, why not? Let's go. So anyway, while we were there after dinner, we had our dinner quite early, around 5, because I left home around 3:40. Then parking and walking to the restaurant. So by around 6 we were done with dinner, and we decided to take a stroll in the city. Valley is so beautiful. Literally, they have film festivals there, like after the dinner. I see a grandma. I notice kids so much because my baby loves kids. Literally, when she says kids, she starts pointing at them saying "pee-pee." She calls kids "pee-pee." So my daughter starts pointing at one particular boy saying "pee-pee." The boy is with his grandma, and they're walking. The grandma is pushing the walker, and the boy is walking on his feet. Grandma seems to be not paying attention really. Well, I just thought, sometimes parents are, like that. Sometimes when we are walking our dog with our daughter, maybe I don't really pay attention as much because I know she's there right behind me. So that's how I rationalized it. Anyway, we went a different direction at some point, and the grandma and the boy went a different direction. Up ahead, I saw the grandma coming, running hysterical, shouting and screaming. After a couple of minutes, my husband and I, we sat to enjoy the sun. Not really sunset, but the night lights, the street lights and the architecture in the night. It's so beautiful. And then I see the grandma come running towards us, hysterical. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't explain what was happening. And she's like completely losing her mind, like very hysterical. And I'm like, in my mind, my first reaction is, what could have possibly happened? Is she looking for the police? So people are already following her and standing up. She's calling so much attention to herself. In my mind, I'm like, okay, something must have happened. But it didn't immediately go to the boy. I don't know why. I just thought maybe she's lost her purse or something. Next thing I know, she's stopping people, asking people, have you seen a little boy? And when I say the gestures, because we are not so close to her, but I can say she's gesturing little. And everybody's shaking their head, and she's like knocking people about and just like very hysterical, to be honest. That's the best explanation. Then I tell my husband, oh my god, maybe she's lost the boy. Then as she's coming closer and screaming and like almost giving up, it's like she couldn't even walk, her feet gave up. She says dragging her feet. There's a kind of a lake right in the middle of the city, and the boy was sitting like 2 or 3 benches away from us. And people started shouting, telling, oh, is he, and they're pointing at him. And the boys just looking, just like us, watching the lights opposite the lake. And when she reaches him, she starts screaming at him, shouting at him. Remember, the boys was like not even 2, maybe 1.5, 18 months, 20 months. I'm saying this because he wasn't talking. He didn't really talk. They were just making baby noises with my baby because they played for a few minutes when we were walking. And then she carries him and takes him to the cat and straps him inside the walker. And then the people behind us started saying that she was drunk. Like they could smell her when she was asking them, because she came asking, have you seen a boy? Then I told my husband, oh my God, when I heard her shrieking, I can only imagine the terror that strikes you when you lose a child, especially in a town like that where it's full of tourists, you know. The first few seconds, you're literally, the minutes that you think you've lost your child, you are in utter terror. Like, I just saw her legs giving up, like she was moving, but she wasn't moving fast enough. She was like completely, really like, she was in sheer panic. Yeah, but that moment right there, just watching her, because all I did was really watch her from afar. I cannot even put myself in her shoes, because I think at some point her heart, since she was an older lady, around 70, her heart would have given up. Like, her heart would have given out, really. Because she seemed like, as I said, she couldn't even walk, move forward. So yeah, that, I'm sorry to give you guys that grim story. But yeah, it just stuck with me.